up today. So starting standing up, we've got our little Pilates ball. We're only going to use it towards the end here. My name is Stephanie K. Here for Pilates. So we will start standing up when you're ready. The little red balls are in the closet. If you're not sure where they are, let's just center ourselves here. So standing, feet parallel, hip distance apart. Roll your shoulder blades back. Start with a big inhale up. Exhale, up and over. Just let your head hang heavy. Hips over heels, just getting that nice stretch. Inhale, exhale, slowly roll up. One bone at a time. We'll inhale up and over to one side, just getting a nice stretch. Inhaling back to center, over to the other side, feel that stretch. Inhaling back to center, exhale, hands away, a little rotation here. We'll inhale up and over to one direction, feel that stretch. Let the shoulder blades roll down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, up and over to the other direction, just getting that nice rotation stretch. Inhale, back up. Exhale, a little back bend, reach back behind, getting some extension. Inhale, exhale, hands away. Let's do a couple shoulder rolls back. And then set with those shoulder rolls nice and down, belly button to spine. We're going to go into a wider external rotation here. So heels in, toes out, starting with just some plie squats here. So just sit down, inhale, exhale to stand back up. Just starting to warm up the legs, getting some heat here. Finding your breath, keeping those shoulder blades down away from the ears. I'm keeping a flat back here as I go. You do what works for you. As you come down, go into the range of motion that works for you. As you press up, squeeze the glutes, find those inner thighs. Starting to get some warmth here. Perfect. We're going to hold down in this next squat. Just hold. We're going to go over to one side, back to center, over to the other side. Just holding in that squat, feeling the hips start to move side to side. We will go one more time each way. Perfect. Pausing at center, inhale, exhale, stand up. A few more squats in this position. Perfect. Getting that heart rate up a little bit. Breathing in, breathing out. Looks good. We're going to hold this next one. Nothing crazy. We're just holding. Breathe in, breathe out. Belly button to spine. Pull the shoulder blades down. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Shake it out. We go into a lunge position. I'm going to go right foot forward, left foot back. Hands can go here, side, hips, whatever feels best for you. Just going to tap that bottom knee down, come back up. So starting with our legs today, just getting some heat here. The knee can tap all the way down or hover up to you. Again, hands can go in a comfortable position. A little bit of a balance challenge here as well. Perfect. Let's hold this next one. Nothing crazy. Pull belly button to spine. Find the shoulder blades down. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Shake it out. Before we go other side, we're just going to sit down. Feet parallel. Sitting back in that chair. Chair squat. Hands come up. Find that chair squat. Keep breathing. Pull the shoulder blades down. We're going to reach the right foot back. Bring it back. Left foot back. Bring it back. Staying low in that squat. We're not going to be here for long. We're just getting the heart rate up. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Take it out. Left foot forward. Right foot back. Same thing we did in that other lunge here. Tapping that bottom knee down. Coming back up. Good job, guys. I'm going to take hands to hips. I'm going to go back to the right foot. Right foot's going to go back behind. Gentle bend in that left leg. A little bit of a hinge forward here. Balance challenge. You're going to lift that right toe, tap it down. Lift the right toe, tap it down. So you're going to feel that right glute, but you should feel the standing leg as well here. All the work is in that standing leg when you're lifting and lowering the back leg. Keep breathing. Straight leg tap. You got it. We're going to hold that leg up. Find your balance. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Shake it out. Other side. Right foot forward now. Left foot back. I've got that hinge forward with that flat back. Lifting and lowering that back leg. Standing leg will be working as well here. All the weight will be in that standing leg. Try not to let the body move forward and backward as you're lifting that leg. It's harder for me on this side. I feel like my body is moving. You got it. On this next one, we hold up. Find your balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Good job, guys. One last set here, then we'll make it down to the ground. We're going to go out to the side now. So shoulders back, belly button to spine, back to that right leg. Now we're out to the side. Little lift and lower here out to the side. Perfect. You want an extra challenge? Lift and hover instead of tapping down. Otherwise tap. 2 options here. Hands can be hips, out to the side, whatever feels comfortable for you. Perfect. We're going to hold up. Find your balance. Inhale and exhale. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's shake it out. Other side, right foot down, left foot out to the side. It's going to be that lift and lower, or that lift and hover. You either tap or hover. We're strengthening that standing ankle, helping us with our balance here. Perfect. So working that top leg, top glute. Perfect. Let's hold up. Find your balance. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, shake it out. Grab a drink of water if you'd like. Perfect. Feet parallel, hip distance apart at the back of your mat. When you're ready, we're just coming on down to the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, reach up and over. Walk yourself out to a 4-point kneeling position. Let's get a cat-cow stretch. Inhale. Blow back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, create that arch. Just moving between flexion and extension, getting that nice stretch. Perfect. We're going to lay all the way down onto our backs now. So laying onto our backs. We're going to go into some bridging next here. So feet are parallel, hip distance apart, shoulders are rolled down. You have that neutral spine position, that pocket of air underneath the low back. We're going to start with the pelvic rock. So find that little pocket of air. Inhale, exhale, press into that low back, imprinting the spine, and then inhaling back to neutral. Perfect. So we're just tilting the pelvis forward and backward, going between that neutral position and that imprinted position. Tiny movement here, finding that pelvic awareness. We're gonna inhale neutral, exhale. Slowly imprint, then lift one bone at a time, lifting your hips up into your bridge. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Roll one bone at a time all the way down. Continuing here. Just finding that bridge and bringing it back down. If you have back issues, you can always just hinge up and down instead of finding that rolling movement. Do what works for your back. We're gonna add on, it's an inhale, exhale. Slowly roll up. Once you get to the top, hold your bridge. Arms are gonna reach back behind, all the way back. Arms come all the way back down to the mat. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow, roll all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, roll up into your bridge. Arms reach back. Arms reach forward back to the mat. Then you roll all the way back down into your bridge. Continuing here, a little bit of a stretch of the arms, but also warming up that back body with our bridging. Perfect. Let's do one more here. We roll up, arms reach back behind, hold with those arms behind. Little hip dips, 1 inch up, 1 inch down with the hips. It's a little bit harder with those hands not on the mat. Modification, you take the hands back to the mat. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Press up, inhale, exhale, nice and slow, roll down. Hands come back to the hips. Take the legs up to 90, get a nice little hamstring stretch here. Breathing in, breathing out. Perfect. All right, knees come back bent to the mat. We're gonna add on with those arms and add some core work now. So arms are gonna come back behind. Inhale, exhale. Hands are gonna come to the hips as you come up into a chest lift, reaching those fingertips. Inhale, exhale to come back. Arms go all the way back behind. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, reach, coming up into that chest lift, curling up. And then reaching back behind, continuing here. Few more like this. If you want to add on, arms go back behind, legs come to tabletop. Shins parallel to the ground, knees are over hips. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, up into that chest lift. And then come back down. Legs stay up in tabletop, or they stay on the mat, either way. Finding some core work here. Two more like this. Last one. Hands come back behind the head, knees come back down to the mat. Let the knees sway side to side. Take an inhale and an exhale. We're gonna add on here. You can always go back to one of the previous options. Legs come to tabletop, arms are back behind. Inhale, exhale. Come up into that chest lift, reach the fingertips, single leg stretch, right knee to the chest, left leg 45, and we switch. 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 Keep reaching those fingertips. Head can always come down if you need a modification. Try to get the shoulders off the mat. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down, hands go back behind. Take an inhale and an exhale. We're gonna go into scissors next. Legs to tabletop. Inhale, exhale. Come up into that chest lift. Right leg shoots to 90, left leg 45. It's a pulse switch. Pulse switch. Legs are straight now. You can always take the head down if you want. Pull belly button to spine. Don't let the back arch. You guys got this. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees bent. Reach the arms back behind. Take an inhale and an exhale. We're going to go into a round of hundreds. You decide. Head can stay down. Legs can stay on the mat. You can go to tabletop 90 or 45. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, exhale, come up into that chest lift. Decide how you want the legs. We start pumping for our hundreds, breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 30. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 40. In 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. Halfway done. Keep on pumping. Maybe you add a challenge on. Try to get off those shoulders or keep the head down if you need a modification. In 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 70. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 80. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 90. Last set, breathe in. Last set, breathe out. Set the feet down. Reach the arms back behind. Big inhales and exhales. Catch your breath. The classic hundreds. You're breathing in for 5 counts, out for 5 counts for 100 counts. One more here in our core set. Hands come behind the head, elbows wide, legs to tabletop. We go into crisscross. Right shoulder to left knee. Right leg shoots out to 45, and we crisscross to switch. Switch. Rib to hip. Getting those obliques now. Perfect. Keep the elbows wide. It's a shoulder to knee. You guys got this. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Arms go out wide, palms facing up. Let the knees sway one direction as your gaze goes the opposite direction. Inhaling to center, exhaling to switch. Getting that nice stretch here. Perfect. Pausing back at center. You're going to press yourself up to seated or do a little bit of a roll up to the side. We're going to come 4-point kneeling when you're ready. So back to that 4-point kneeling position. We're going to add on into our plank here. So I'm going to give you guys options. Option 1. Tuck the toes. We go into our bear plank, knees hover. You can always tap back down and come back to a hover if that works best for you. Otherwise, we're going to hold that knee hover. Holding that knee hover. Right leg is going to flick. I'm going to flick the toe, bring it back to the mat. Left toe flick, bring it back. So little flicks of the feet, just reaching the toes back behind me, holding in that bear plank. Just a little movement in the bear plank, but keep the weight over the wrists there. Wrists under shoulders, belly button to spine. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose, hips over heels. Reach those arms nice and long. One more with that bear plank. When you're ready, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck the toes. Find that bear plank position. I'm going to flick the right toe, set it down. Flick the left toe, sit it down, press back. Back to bear plank, switch. Left toe flick, set it down. Right toe flick, set it down. Press back in the hips, but keep the knees lifted. 2 more like this. You decide. You have different options. You can hold your plank. You can tap the knees down, or you can do this movement we're doing here. This is our last one. Hips press back. Back to bear plank. Knees down. Child's pose. Here options there. Roll out the wrist for a second if you need. Alright, we go full plank, but you decide. You can go straight arm plank, forearm plank, or back to a kneeling plank. I'm going to go straight arm plank. When you're ready, come into position. We're just going to press the heels back behind and then roll forward on the toes. Press the heels behind, roll forward on the toes. Or you static hold, up to you. Gaze stays towards the fingertips, crown of your head's lengthening, hollow armpits here. You guys got this, nice and strong. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose. Full body work. I'm going to go combo move. I'm going to go back to a kneeling plank. You can go full plank here as well. I'm going to go into a push-up, so for me it works better with the kneeling plank. But you can go full push-up back on the toes if that's available to you. Kneeling plank, I'm going to do 1 push-up, press on back, full plank, hold. Heels press back behind, press forward on the toes, come back down, kneeling plank. Push up, combo move. Back to your regular plank. Press the heels behind, push forward on the toes, bring it back, knees down, a few more like this. You have lots of options. Do one or the other if one is more available to you than the other. But we've got full body. You should feel those shakes of the core in that full plank. Feel the weight of the arms in that push up. We only have a few more here. Do what works for you today. I'm going to finish this last one. Full plank, push forward, press back. Knees down, child's pose. Catch your breath, guys. Roll out the wrists if you need. Grab a drink of water if you want. We're going to go sideline next. So when you're ready, I'm going to face this way here. So for our sideline, you can be laid all the way down on your arm, propped up on the elbow, or on the forearm, whatever works for you. You want hips stacked, ankle stacked, shoulders stacked. Top arm can be hip, down to the mat. You can go up towards the ceiling. You got lots of options here. I'm gonna start up towards the ceiling with my hand. We're gonna start lift and lower of that top leg. Just make sure hips are nice and stacked. If you're not feeling balanced, you take that hand down to the mat. Perfect. Feel like you can lift the side body up. So instead of letting the side body sink down, feel nice and lifted, strong with that top shoulder, that bottom shoulder. Perfect. Working that top leg, top glute. But if you're pulling belly button to spine, lifting that side body, you should feel the core here as well. We're gonna hold up, pulses up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. I'm gonna rainbow. Tap the toe forward, like you're going over a beach ball. Tap the heel back behind. Toe taps forward, heel taps behind. Like you're going over a big beach ball. Keep the hips nice and stacked. You're gonna feel the glute here. Perfect. Keep breathing. Perfect. We're going to add a tap, tap. Both sides. Tap, tap. Tap, tap. Just adds a little extra movement. We're almost done. Then we're going to move to a 90-degree here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, 90-degree bend. Options, hands have all those same options. I'm going to lift the knee and ankle up. I'm going to press back. Bring it in, close it down. Lifting knee and ankle, kicking the leg back behind, bringing it back in, closing it down. Just a little different movement today. You do what works for you. You could do clam here. It's kind of a variation on a clam kick. You're going to feel that back glute. Perfect. Let's do one more like this. And then we go to clam. Heels together, toes apart, open, close. Keep that top hip nice and stacked. You want a modification extra, you can go elevated clam. Keep pulling that side body up. Shoulders out of the ears. You should feel that top glute by now. Those hips are stacked. Perfect. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, shake it out for a second. We're gonna go straight arm. Straight arm, come up into that side position. I'm gonna press out into a side plank, but keep the bottom knee down. Bottom knee is down, top hand is here, up high. Side plank with the bottom knee down. Option 1, lift and lower, lift and lower. We're gonna add a combo move, but you can stick here if this works best for you. I'm gonna go lift, lower, set the foot down. Bottom knee reaches forward, reaches back. Top leg, lift lower, bottom knee reaches forward, reaches back. Again, stick with the lift and lower of the top leg if that extra extension is too much. We are here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Bit of a big shoulder roll. Take that leg you just worked, find a little figure 4 stretch. Extra challenges today, do what works for you. All right, we go other side when you're ready. I'm gonna flip this way. You decide what works for you. Hips are stacked, ankles are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Top arm up. If you're doing that, we're starting with that lift and lower. Guys, got this. Let's hold up and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. We go into that rainbow. You tap the toe forward, tap the heel back. Toe forward, like you're going over a big beach ball. Pull belly button to spine here. Add that tap, tap. Tap, tap forward, tap, tap back. Breathing in, breathing out. Do what works for you. You can always lay down on the head if you need. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We bring it in, 90-degree bend. Options, hands can go here, hip, here. You lift up, you kick back, back to that clam, set it down. Knee and ankle lift, reach back, bring it in, set it down. You got it. Full body work when you have that top arm up and you're up on the forearm here. Keep breathing. Let's do one more like this. And then we go clam, heels together, toes apart, open, close. Keep the hips stacked. Keep breathing. Heels can stay on the mat or they're in that elevated position. You guys got this. Almost done here. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. We're going to go into that straight arm side plank. Catch your breath. Again, option 1. Straight arm, bottom knee stays down. We do that lift and lower of the top leg when you're ready. If you want to add on, it's a lift and lower. Bottom leg reaches out, comes back in. Lift, lower, reach out, bring it in. Again, different options. Do the lift and lower if you're feeling that. We're not here for long. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Good job, guys. Figure 4 for that leg that we just worked. Catch your breath, grab a drink of water. All right, we're gonna go prone onto our belly. So prone onto our belly. I'm gonna start just forearms are crossed. Your head is just resting down. So nothing in the top half. Reach the legs so that the toes are to the corners of the mats. So legs are wider towards the corner of the mats. Pubic bone down, belly button to spine. We're gonna start by just lifting those legs, lowering. So you should feel the glutes here, straight legs, reaching as you lift and lower. Perfect. Feel like those toes are reaching out from your body. Legs stay straight. Work the glutes. Perfect. Let's do a couple more like this. Last one. Then we bend the knees, heels come together, toes are up towards the ceiling, kind of like a diamond shape. Your knees are the width of the mat. Same thing, lift and lower. Working that glute. Perfect. Guys like that. Little lift and lower of those knees. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Legs extend back down to the mat, reaching. Toes are on the outside of the mat. We're going to put the hands to the corners of the mat here. Elbows will go right underneath the shoulders. We go into our swan. Inhale. Gaze comes up. Shoulders roll back. Exhale to come back down. You don't want to arch the back here. If you feel like the back is arching, hold the belly button to spine. Like your back is a flat board and those shoulders roll back. Do this in a range of motion that works for your back, your spine. If you're feeling like you want more, you go all the way up off those forearms, pressing into the hands. Bring it all the way back. Again, you don't want to feel this in the low back though. Whole belly button to spine for your extension. Bring it back. Let's do one more like this. And then we press on back. Child's pose, hips over heels, get a nice stretch. All right, we're gonna finally use that ball. So grab your ball, it's optional. It's just gonna create a little, for this exercise, a little extra challenge. So ball is gonna go, let's put it right above the knees, lower thighs, and then we're gonna lay all the way down. All right, I'm gonna start legs at tabletop, shins parallel to the ground. Start with just little squeezes on the ball. Just squeezing the ball to feel those inner thighs, starting to warm up the inner thighs. Breathing in, breathing out. Perfect. We're gonna add a little reverse knee curl. You're gonna squeeze in on the ball, lift the hips, tucking the knees towards the chest, return back to start as you release. Squeeze the ball, knees towards the chest, and release. If this does not work for your back or spine, you can stay here just squeezing the ball. Otherwise, you're adding that little hip lift. Perfect. If you want to add on, we're going to take legs, are going to go straight to 45. straight to 45, up to 90, bend at the hips, down to 45, 90, bend at the hips. You can add that little tuck if you want. As you come up, hips lift a little bit. As you come down to 45, hips drop, a little bit of a lift. Perfect. So this is just kind of a warm-up for the rollovers that get more advanced with those Pilates exercises. Classical mat, rollover. Let's do one more like this. Perfect. I'm going to take ball to the ankles. You can do any of the variations we just did. So you can hold here with those squeezes. You can go back to those knee tucks. If you want to add on, legs are going to go straight down to the mat. Little squeeze on the ball. Inhale. We're just going to do this a couple times. So if your back is not healthy, go back to one of those various options. Otherwise, legs are straight to the mat. Fold at the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Up and over. Rolling over. Inhale. Exhale. Take it nice and slow. Rolling your spine all the way down to the mat. Ball comes all the way back down to the mat. So if that's not okay for your back, stick with one of those previous options. We're going to do 2 more times rollovers. Squeeze on the ball. Inhale. Exhale. Up and over. Once you get to that 90, you go up and over, reaching, and then slowly rolling down. Only one more time. The ball just kind of helps keep everything together. Inhale. Exhale. 90. Up and over. And then rolling that spine down. Perfect. All right, ball comes to the hands. Let the knees sway side to side. Again, that's one of the more advanced roll-ups. We only did it a few times. And that is only for a healthy spine. Okay, we're gonna roll up to a position where the ball is gonna go underneath the shoulders. So ball is now kind of behind those shoulder blades. And then forearms are down, knees are bent. Ball is behind the shoulders. Perfect. All right. Option 1. You come here. You reach out. You reach back in. Option 1 is just reaching, finding here. So if this is a lot of work for you, holding that balance here, you stick here. You want option 2. Feet come to the mat, hands come behind the head, elbows wide. We're going to inhale. You're going to extend back over. Bring it forward, up into a curl up, reach the legs to tabletop, hands reach into a bow. Feet come down, hands come to the head, reach back, extend, up into a curl up, into that little boat position as you reach. So the ball's kind of assisting you here. Perfect. Reaching into that boat. You want to add on, extending back, curling up. Legs go to 45. As you reach, that ball's helping you find your teaser. Feet come down, hands extend back behind, get that stretch. Curling up, legs reach, arms reach. As you continue, see if you can get a little bit off the ball. This is our teaser. That ball's helping us find that teaser. See if you can lift off the ball in that teaser. Always stick in a tabletop position. Let's do one more like this. We are almost to stretches, guys. Reach, hold in that position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down. Extend over the ball if that feels okay. Big inhales and exhales. Good job, guys. Let's take the ball out. Let's reach the ball overhead. Just reaching back behind. Nice stretch to 90. Reaching the ball back. Back to 90. Let's do 2 more like this. Just cooling down, catching your breath. Perfect. Tuck the ball off to the side. If it rolls away, that's okay. We're done with the ball. Arms up to 90, palms face each other. We're gonna scissor the arms. One arm forward, other arm back. Starting to cool down, find that reach. Inhaling and exhaling. Pausing up at 90, palms face away, tap the elbows down to the ground. Chicken wing, reach back up towards the ceiling. Feeling that chest open as those elbows tap, reaching, finding a nice stretch here. Let's do a couple more like this. Bring it back down. I'm going to take the right leg up to 90. Just a nice stretch here. Point and flex the toe. You can reach behind that calf or ankle, calf or thigh. Or maybe roll the ankle. Maybe you take that leg out to the side, a little wide V stretch. Bring it back to 90, cross it across. Bring it back up to 90, pull that knee in towards the chest, little tug, extend that leg back down, other side, left leg up towards the ceiling, point and flex that toe. Rolling the ankle in one direction, rolling the ankle in the other direction. Maybe you take it out to the side, wide V stretch if that feels good. Back to 90 across the body. Leg up to 90, pull that knee in, little tug. Perfect. Extend the legs down to the mat. Reach the arms out wide, palms face up, little snow angel. Palms are up, just hovering off. You can reach into that snow angel stretch. And then pause with your hands up away, up over your head. Reach, just let the arms and legs reach in opposition. Maybe you take the hands over to the right side a little bit, little stretch. Back to center, over to the left side. Back to center. Here, press yourself up to seated or do a little roll up. We'll finish here. Crisscross applesauce, little stretch. Good job, guys. Almost done. Take the arms out to a T, palms facing down. Pulse, pulse, one direction. If crisscross doesn't feel good for you, you can extend the legs straight, whatever works for you, or just come in that nice rotation stretch. Pausing back at center, we'll inhale, arms up. Exhale on one side. Over to the other side. Center, inhale away. Up. Reaching back behind. Take the hands to the mat if that feels okay. Gaze goes up towards the ceiling. Little rock with the head side to side. With the neck if that feels good. Pausing back at center, walking your hands in. Inhale up. Last little forward fold here. Reach forward. Walk it on in. Inhale up. Exhale away. Two more. Inhaling up. Exhaling away. Last one. Inhaling up. And start center. You guys are all set. Thank you guys so much. Hope you have a good weekend. This was a challenging one, so